personally, I've done a lot of first responder, first aid kind of scenario. I've had a lot of those certifications also.
Yeah,
But
pretty good.
I'm
It's
very
very specific, and they do it also for first responders, specific to motorcycle crashes.
When you say they,
great.
It's a surgeon from Miami Trauma, Rider Trauma.
Yes, Byers.
Dr. Byers. Yeah, she's really awesome. And this is our third one we're doing with them.
okay.
We did 2 last year.
So I've been to all of them then. The first one I
Yeah.
trained, and the second one I assisted.
This is my third one, third or fourth. But I'm gonna do them like at least 2 a year. This one didn't have as many people though. I don't know why.
This time?
Yeah, I think we have maybe 18 people.
And normally you're how many?
About 25. But I want to get more. When we did it at Harley, we had a good turnout.
Sure.
Because it was, they promoted it a bit more.
Probably the location and promotion.
Yeah. Because it's open to every rider. Or people who care about riders.
Sure.
Because if you're the first on the scene,
Yeah.
you should know what not to do. How to pack a wound and do a tourniquet.
Actually, I've done 4 this will be my 4th training, because the first time I ever trained with Survive the Ride, all the schools on Miami Beach, because of the active shooters training and stuff like that, they decided to, all the parents on the beach got together with the city officials, and they helped fund the training for all schools on Miami Beach.
Oh, to stop the bleed.
Yes, to stop the bleed, and we have crash kits in every single classroom, in every single office. We had official training, so when I saw the training the first time, I was like, oh, I've done this.
Yes. Yeah, because the stop the bleed is pretty standard.
Yeah.
With the Survive the Ride part. They have a grant to do it.
Are you dropping like it's hot?
I am.
Okay. I don't know why automatically. It's gotta be her.
That's kind of personal, sir.
That's her Wi-Fi name, man.
Well, it's a drop line, so I called it Drop It Like It's Hot.
The closer the camera is, the better the image, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trial and error here. We shoot a whole episode and then we're like, oh my god, that looks like crap. Oh, we gotta fix it. Oh, now we know that we gotta have our guests in the middle between us, because we just did a medical doctor, Dr. Dangon, and we put him off to the left, and Alfred and I were off to his right, and then the whole time we're like, oh man, we gotta have our guests between
the
us.
one in the white
Yeah,
room.
yeah, because when he was speaking, it was all him there, and we're like off to the side, and then we're like, when we were speaking, so we're like, oh, this is trial and error. As we go on, we realize, okay, we gotta do this like this. Like another thing is our mics. Every time we come,
yeah, don't forget.
Do our interview,
Don't forget. Just
or sometimes we forget to grab the mics, and we're just.
I love it. Those are the bloopers.
Yeah, we have a lot of those.
We got tons of bloopers.
I saved those little bloopers for like short clips and stuff like
You have
that.
the mic in here?
There's where to go.
It's right here. Under the
Oh, I stick the helmet over it? There it is.
Go ahead and grab it. If one of you holds it in your hand, it should pick up the both of you. If you feel like you want to have something more important to say, that's nice and close. Kind of like an ASMR kind of thing. You can do that. But it should pick up as long as you're being a little bit louder. It should pick up.
So, all right. So today is a special one for us. We are welcoming the leaders of the Miami and Broward branches of the Litas. This is exciting, guys. A global motorcycle collective representing women's riders around the world. What they've built goes far and beyond riding. It's community, it's leadership, it's identity and culture. And for us at Helmets Off, it means a lot to have a movement of this scale at the table. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, we're very excited.
That's right, family. We are back with another episode of Helmets Off, guys, and we're very excited today. We are sitting down with the local leaders of a global movement. The global movement, the Litas. Here, these women are redefining what it means to be a rider, not just in the 305 or the Broward areas, but in over 300 cities around the world. We're about to head into a life-saving training today at Rider Center. It's called Survive the Ride. But first, let's get into the mindset of this collective. Good morning, and we are so happy to have you. Don't mind me readjusting equipment as we're going through this. We do a little icebreaker in each one of our episodes, basically to relax and get rid of any stress that you might have in your mind. And we call it the Road Ready Check. I want to try to do this rapid fire. There is no wrong answers to any of this. Whatever comes to your mind, that's the answer. All right. So I'm going to do 3 questions, and you can take turns. Whoever wants to answer it, by all means, please do. The first question we're going to hit is the mental tool. So what is one mindset shift for every woman? And I want to be specific because a lot of shows of ours are, based around men. For every woman, what should she shift in her mind right before she even swings a leg over that bike?
Let go of the fear and let go of the codependence to others, especially their partners. I feel like we're in a community right now where it's so male dominated, and a lot of the women, especially in Miami, they always tell me, "Oh, I'm afraid of riding," and that to me is something that I've always been a rebel. I mean, she's been a rebel. I've been a rebel our whole lives. Like, as a Cuban American, I gave my parents lots of headaches, but never while they were alive would I ever thought of riding. And that's something that I see that in the community. They're like, "Oh, I'm afraid to even go around the block." And it's like, you just got to get on it. Get on it.
Don't let your fear
do it scared.
Do it safe.
Do it safe.
Absolutely.
But do it scared. Do it safe until you feel confident, and then just go. That's it.
Love it. A safety staple then. A safety staple. Besides a helmet, we got a lot of helmets displayed here today. What is one piece of gear that you never ride without here in South Florida?
Besides the helmet.
Besides your helmet.
Well, helmets are very...
I try to ride with most of my gear on all the time. Yeah. Always with my gloves. And usually with my jackets and some sort of jacket protection. My boots. Pretty safe.
All right.
It's going to be pretty safe. It's hot down here.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my
It's
goodness.
super hot.
That's
That's another
the biggest
safety
challenge.
thing.
That's the biggest challenge that we have. We want to have our gear. Helmets, gloves, boots. But it's hot.
It is hot. I even have an ice vest.
Oh, yes, those are great.
I love it.
What vest you have?
An ice vest.
Oh, okay.
So it's, I got it on Amazon, but I commute to Vtwin from Hollywood, and so it's a 45-mile ride,
Sure.
and in the
Every day?
summer and in the rain, almost every day.
Wow.
So it's true rider here.
Yeah.
But it gets
Yeah,
hot.
you're putting
in
miles in.
summer.
If
You're
you're
wishing
not
it
doing
rained.
the ice bag, have you seen the ice bag tied to the handlebars? A lot of people
I'm
do
like,
that.
anything. I mean,
Yeah.
I wet my gear and put it on.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the last question on our Road Ready check. This one's more about the spirit. What is a one daily habit that ensures that your internal engine doesn't fail when the road gets tough?
Are we talking rhetorically about when the road gets tough? Because when the road gets tough, that's when I want. That's when I want to ride.
Yeah.
It clears my mind.
Yes.
You focus. The senses are heightened. You can smell when you're on the bike. You can smell the garbage truck when you're behind it. But you can smell the Italian restaurant and the garlic.
Oh my
Like,
God.
there's a one I pass by all the time on my way to work. But
Yeah.
so for when I need to clear my mind, the metaphysical road gets tough. That's when I prefer to ride. Mornings, sunrise rides are amazing.
Yes.
I live about 4 miles from the beach, so riding to the sunrise on the beach is
So you
resets
almost
my-
every day. You ride almost every day then.
Yeah, my bike's in the shop right now. But
No.
Yeah.
What do you ride?
Jason
What
Momoa
do
went
you
down.
my bike's named
That's
Jason
her bike's
Momoa.
name.
Oh, I was like, Jason Momoa
No.
went down.
He did. He went down a couple months ago?
He went down February 19th.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, my friend was riding my bike. She's okay.
Yeah.
But so yeah, he's in the shop. It's a 22 Street Bob.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get some pictures of it. We can pop it up like kind of.
Yeah, do you have pictures? Just forward my way.
Do I have pictures? My whole phone is filled with pictures. My bike.
Our whole personality is our bikes. Come on.
I got pictures of kids in here somewhere.
Yeah,
Pets.
right?
There's my bike.
No.
Awesome.
So, if you could, for the audience out there that doesn't know you, if you could introduce yourself, and if you could do like a 30-second, what I call the elevator sales pitch. Whoever wants to go.
Yeah, we want to know the woman behind the helmet.
Okay. My name's Yami. I've been teaching for Miami-Dade County Public Schools for 22 years. This fall it'll be 23. I've been also doing voiceovers for the last 22 years as well. I graduated from New World School of the Arts. I was born and bred in Miami. Graduated from all the public schools. Got my master's from UM in education, and yeah, and I've got 2 children. One is a former Navy corpsman. He's in California, and then my 15-year-old, she's at Mast. So
Oh, cool.
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
and
That's a cool school.
if it wasn't for this lady right here, I don't know if I'd be riding the way I do now.
You probably would. We just got lucky to find each other.
You guys have been friends for how long?
4 years. So I'm Lola. I'm the founder of the Fort Lauderdale branch, and I run a nonprofit. I run a free clinic for the uninsured in Boynton Beach. And I've been doing that for about 14 years. I have a master's in anthropology and sustainable development. And I've been in Florida for 24 years, about 24 years. And when I started riding, there was no group that I had to ride with, I guess I should say. I'd started to get to know some people in the motorcycle culture, but it was just not as friendly and supportive, I think, because it was male dominated.
Sure.
And, so I just looked out for a group of women. I started on the Nextdoor app, looking for women to ride.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
popular app, yeah.
And
Awesome.
met a few women in my community to ride with.
Mhm.
And then I was searching online for women's riding groups, and I saw the Litas. And I really was attracted to the Litas because, one, they're inclusive, they're LGBTQ friendly, trans women are accepted and supported, and all different types of bikes. So from street bikes, sport bikes, all different types of bikes, Groms.
Who's
But
got a girl?
Yanni.
So, just that inclusivity was
Yeah.
really important to me because I was really turned off by the misogyny, the paternalism in the male motorcycle community.
Yeah. No, that's understandable, 100%. For those getting to know the Litas for the first time, what exactly is the Litas? And what made each of you personally say, you know what, I want to be part of this community? We're just going to be one of those things that, boom. Sorry.
Yeah. We're a female motorcycle collective. Basically, if any woman wants to ride, they can go to the app. They can look in whatever city that they want to ride with. and just find us and come to one of our meetups. And that's what usually happens. Or we find people on the side of the road and rescue them. And then all of a sudden they become our best friends. I know, like, for me, I just got back from Austin, Texas. And I was like, oh, well, we're going to meet a new branch. It's their 1 year anniversary. We don't know anybody other than just texting them. Sure. So it usually starts by text.
Okay.
We'll start texting them, and then you go, and it's just this community of women that want to get to know. We just want to get to know each other. Oh my God, you ride a motorcycle?
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's so cool. What's your motorcycle? And then we're like, or you know, like as soon as I see someone's motorcycle, oh, is that this? You know, and I start looking at the box and I start looking to see, you know, what it is. And then we start, it's just instantaneous for us. Yeah. When I went to Austin, it was literally like, oh my God, I feel like we're home, but we're not home. It's just home in a different font. Yeah. You know? So, you know, I'm like, it's just women that are so accepting, and we don't gatekeep, and we just want to ride. And it's so welcoming, and
it's important.
It's so beautiful. Like,
sure.
You
Absolutely.
know,
it can be intimidating if you're a new rider too. Yeah. To start out and not, you know, you feel self-conscious or you're unsure about, you know, the community. You know, I mean, I think the men in the community have always been pretty welcoming.
Absolutely.
But you can still be intimidated if you're new.
Of course.
And so, you know, one of the things for us, you know, we're a collective. We're not a club. We don't have dues. We don't have structure like that. We have 2 co-founders.
It's all volunteer.
2 or 3 co-founders.
We just volunteer.
And we organize at least one meetup and one ride a month. Mm-hmm. But what we found is that we like each other so much that we hang out all the time. So, you know, we hang out all the time and we ride together all the time. And
we talk every day through WhatsApp.
So there's not a set of rules per se that, you know, that's another thing that's very attractive to people is that, you know, you're not committing. You give as much, you get much more out of it, but as much as you want to put into it, if you want to ride, show up we have people that show up, you know, maybe a couple times a year. That, you know, come out to our event, and we're happy to see them. And we have others that work together all the time. So, you know, in that sense, what she said is being very welcoming with branches all over the world. You know, like we're going to go to a global meetup in Mexico in November. Oh, and amazing. Women are coming from all over the world. We're going to have a global our first global meetup. So we're really excited about that. So you can go to almost any city and look up who's riding and reach out to them. I mean, you know, look up a Litas branch, and it's like she said, it's like you're back home because the brand is inclusive and welcoming. So there's a culture there.
Sure.
If you are not, if that doesn't jive with you, then you're not going to hang around. You're not going to stay because we are very welcoming and open and supportive. And, you know, so if that's not your beat, then you know, it's not a good fit.
Absolutely. You know what? Motorcycles in itself are intimidating as a machine.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, and then if you add a culture to that, and then just, you know, that, you know, in the male, very dominant, you know, very masculine.
Brother.
Brother. We're laughing at that. I love it. We're walking down, we do shots of like, we're doing like cityscapes and stuff like that and getting to know Miami a little bit, but not your typical touristic things. And we're kind of visiting areas, just kind of do something different. And we were walking around, him and I brought my little daughter with me. And eventually it got to the point that she goes, brother. We got that on video. It was awesome.
So cute.
That's cute.
But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I understand motorcycles in itself as a machine are intimidating. But then you add a culture to that has a little bit of an intimidating aspect. You're showing up to a ride and there's like 80 dudes there. And the moment you show up, everyone stops, looks at you. And then as you're pulling in, you're like, oh, please don't drop the bike. Oh, please don't back it up. We all go through that.
That happened to me with Cartel. Here I am. I just got my Road King in November. And I've ridden with Cartel before. And I've known Andy and Ralph, but not as well as I know them now. Because didn't really ride with them because I had the sporty, you know. I did Casa Marina last year for their, you know, event that they have down there. But I did have like, I was so intimidated.
Sure,
so
of
intimidated
course.
when I pulled in with my Road King. There's like this little ramp near them, and I tried to turn my bike. I didn't have a handle on it, and I'm like sitting here going, "Don't fuck up, don't fuck up. I'm not in front of the guys. Don't fuck up."
Not in front of the guys.
So, you know, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, "What do I do?"
By the way, every guy's thinking the same thing.
That's why.
That's why
There's an added layer
for
to
you,
it when you're a
for
woman.
For you
some,
guys?
we're like,
Oh,
don't fuck
Listen,
up.
it happens to us too. That's why I'm saying.
But it's an
Don't
added
stall
layer.
out. Don't hit the curb.
When
Don't
you're a
run off
woman,
the road.
it's all different. All you have to do is go to look at like comments that men
Yeah.
make on, you know, women writers' Instagrams
Mhm.
or on some of the YouTube channels, you know, and there's a lot of disparaging
yeah,
comments about women and that they're not real writers and all these kinds of things. So it's another layer when you're a woman because you're like,
yeah.
you just want to hang out.
But you know
right.
what's
I've
funny?
never seen that.
Oh, what's
I'll
funny
show you.
is that yeah,
Well, you
yeah.
wouldn't see it because
No, it's
you're
bad.
not.
You don't
No,
see that.
It's not on your page. It's not on your. It's not on your Instagram. you know?
There's a
So
very good point they're bringing up, and I think it goes further than the male female thing. It's when somebody gets on their cell phone or their computer, they get the
Keyboard warrior. Yeah.
I was gonna say something more dirty, but
I-
yes, they're gonna say things that they wouldn't dare say in person.
Yes.
Yeah.
So a lot of that stuff, you know, what's the kind of person that's coming from?
Yeah.
That's not the majority of people that think that way. It's not.
To me, those
Right.
comments are irrelevant. I don't even pay attention to
Well,
that.
well, my point of the story is that okay, we end up leaving. I'm doing great. We get to Gramps. I back up. There's an oil slick. What do I do in front of everybody? Because they had already parked. I drop my bike. And what happens? The guys come over. They're like, "Hey, you okay? No worries." And I'm like, "Yeah, you know." And they're like, "Don't worry about it. We've all dropped our bikes.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
cool." They
100%.
lifted it. They were
Yeah.
fine. And they're like, "You okay?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah."
That-
And I was like,
That's
I
Yes.
felt like I was
That's-
like,
Yeah.
okay,
100%.
That is the real
That's
motorcycle
the reality.
community.
That's the
Right.
reality.
Yeah.
That's
If somebody
what it
needs
is.
help, the motorcycle people, the community, it doesn't even matter.
Bikers
Miami,
and bikers
you
are
could be
bikers.
across the country.
Yeah.
right.
They're gonna pull over and help you up.
100%. And you know, and I say this because being on a motorcycle since I was a baby, at the end of the day, it's more the respect for the person on the bike. If you have, you know, like, the strength to even get on a motorcycle, it doesn't matter what you are, male, female. Like, dude, my hat's off to you. You know,
Yeah.
and then I think that we perceive things like that as like when we're talking about walking, brother, you know, male dominance and all that. No, at the end of the day, like Alfred said, we all feel the same thing. I pull up into any meet, I'm thinking in my head, dude, don't drop the bike, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would have hit a oil slick. I would have dropped the bike too. Everyone would have. But you know what will happen? Like
everybody comes in.
everyone would have rushed over,
Yep.
helped you pick up the bike. You know, just that you're even there doesn't even matter. You know, so that's me saying to like
That's the
I
same thing happened to
understand.
me. I was riding with 2020 riders and
Yeah.
was backing up in gravel.
Oh,
But-
gravel's the worst.
Yeah.
And I was like, and they all came and helped me pick it back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Litas, if you haven't noticed our excitement for being here and sitting with you guys, your let's call it your race help but no drama policy is fantastic.
Yeah.
That's exactly the type of group that we want to collaborate with. So again, super excited, very grateful to be here with you guys. As leaders of the local chapters, what is it about the South Florida culture specifically that makes this community so unique to you guys?
About the South Florida community?
South Florida.
Yeah. Well, one, you've got to have balls to ride in South Florida.
Oh, Lord, you do.
You know, I mean, being a biker in South Florida is like, you know, you're tempting your life every day. on the
Like a
roads
Wild
because
West.
people can't
Yeah.
ride down here
No.
for
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
So it takes a certain kind of person, I think, to really brave South Florida roads.
Yeah.
On a
I think they
motorcycle.
said Miami is the worst city in the country to drive in.
Yeah.
Forget motorcycles, drive, period.
Yeah.
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 So, I think there's a certain amount of grit that bikers here, the scene has, we have. Although we don't have the twisties and the hills, but we do have the danger. We got the danger factor 100%. But, we're such a diverse culture here.
Exactly.
The
That's what I was
community
going
is
to say.
so diverse. And so that's it's very attractive to me, to have a diverse representation in the Litas also.
Just in our community, we've got how many different types of cultures, especially, we've got Latin American, we've got Z's Hawaiian. Samoan. We've got Miami born and raised, like
Turks and Caicos. We've Islanders. We've got
Ecuadorian, Colombian, Cubans, Peruvians.
Yeah, there's a lot of us.
You name it. A lot of women, and a lot of these women, so me being a teacher for as long as I've been, before I met the Litas, I only surrounded myself with teachers or nurses or things like that. But being in the Litas, I found that these women are so smart and so strong, and they have so many different careers. We've got people in TSA. We've got one of our girls she's training to go to Germany. She's
Army. She's in
the Army. She's a lieutenant. Second lieutenant, something
Sorry,
like
Lee,
that.
I can't remember.
Yeah, she just got some commendations because she was part of the
she got
logistics.
special training, and
she's part of logistical the logistical people at Southcom when they took out Maduro. She was one of the people, and she just got commendated for that, and she's got like a bunch of medals and stuff all over her uniform. Sure. Badass, and she doesn't she misses us. She would rather be here riding with us. So. What else do we have?
So it's very diverse, age-wise too.
Yeah.
So we've got age 21 up to 60s.
Yeah.
So within our collective, it's just a great, and we've got new riders and really experienced riders.
Yeah.
So there's something for everybody. When we ride together, we always ride the level of the most beginning, the newest rider, of course. Which is also good because some riders are like, okay, you got to keep up or not.
Yeah.
Right. When you go out with some some people, but it depends on the group.
Right.
But that's part of our culture is to make sure that people feel comfortable. You've never been on the highway, all right, let's go. And so let's go. We're going together. You're gonna be just fine. So that's really good. You have really experienced people sharing resources.
Sure.
When somebody's bike doesn't start, a million people jump in the chat. Okay, my brother's got a trailer. We got this.
Or I know this guy. Or let me reach out to the boys and see what happens. Like I know Jerry is always. Anytime I need any questions about anything, Jerry Delgado, I text him. I'm like, yo, do you have anyone that I can do this? Oh, call Nino or call Lawless or call this person, and I'm like, okay. Who's so it depends on the specialty and what do they need.
Who's got this and that, but there's so much knowledge within our group that it's
that too.
It's really
we've broken down, and there's been guys like we're at the auto parts store, and there's guys watching us while we're fixing and wrenching
her brake pedal fell off. What happened with her brake? Anyway,
yeah, her rod came off, so.
So, a couple zip ties and we're back on the road.
Yeah.
That was not a zip tie solution. That was not a zip tie solution.
I was just
you can't fix it, duck it.
I was just kidding. But Cookie fixed it. Cookie fixed it.
That's my solution
We got
in
back on the
theater.
road.
If you can't fix it, duct tape goes a long way.
Yeah. Always.
So anyway, that's the really special thing is the diversity, and not just in culture, but in ages and experience level.
Yeah.
And there wasn't a Litas branch down here, so my friend and I started the Fort Lauderdale branch, and we grew so big that we had girls from West Palm Beach, and we had girls from Miami, Homestead. Yeah. So we were just but this was the only Litas branch.
So this is where you came in.
And that's where I came in.
So we were,
and I was like, hey, and of course, out of respect, because I didn't have to, but out of respect, like I went to Lola and I was like, hey, what do you think about this? And she's always so positive and supportive. And she's like, oh my God, I think it's great. And then I proposed it to the main branch. And they were like, well, you know, we usually worry about the fact that you guys are just an hour away and we don't normally open branches an hour away.
Yeah, for some reason I don't want branches too close.
Yeah. However, they were like, since Miami is so wide and so long, we understand the need for it. So
yeah, and it was so Boynton. Some of the girls from the Palm Beach area, they were like, "Can we? You know, we have enough girls now because." If you live in Homestead, you got to go all the way to Fort Lauderdale or Pompano,
Yeah.
you know, for a meetup.
Yeah, that's
it's just,
right.
It's just for, you know.
yeah.
It's fun to just once.
It is a ride.
I
But
mean,
but we were trying
the
to.
point is to ride, but still, like for a meetup, it's like, you know, it
when
would
you
be
really
nice.
want to get to know people, it's
Yeah.
hard just to make it so everybody has an opportunity to participate, and it's not so prohibitive. You know, the distance, especially for new people.
Yeah.
So it was great. Boynton Beach has their branch, and then when she said that, I'm like, that's fantastic because for me, it's more opportunities to ride together.
Mhm.
You know, like yes,
Yeah.
you want to do more in Miami? Great, because we're doing things together anyway.
Yeah.
you
Like
know?
we have a calendar that like we both manage, and all the girls have access to it. And whenever we have a ride, we have it on.
we make sure that we're not
Right.
overlapping.
Right.
So,
So,
that
like,
our
They
group-
have a meetup. Your meetup is the first
Sunday.
Sunday of the month.
Mhm.
Ours is the second Sunday of the month. Then their ride is the third Sunday of the month, and ours is the fourth Sunday of the month.
Yeah. So it just is more opportunities to get together. And
Yeah,
have fun.
we just want to hang out.
We're family, you know.
we
We just want to hang out.
And then we talk to each other anyway, and we plan the rides. And I'm like, okay, you make the flyer. Okay, I'll make the flyer. You know, so
So it works out.
yeah.
Awesome.
Do you remember your first ride?
First ride ever?
First ride ever.
My first big group ride was to the brewery Schnebley's.
Nice.
No, that was a good ride.
That was with
was
you.
fun.
We went to
Oh, that's right.
Schnebley's.
That was when we just met.
Yes, that was my first group ride with the Litas. I was so excited.
That
I
was
didn't know
fun.
what the heck I was
That was a
doing.
nice ride. Yeah.
I haven't
So
been in such a long time. It's close. It's right there. It's,
Yeah.
it's right there. We love
We-
Schnebley's. We go there a lot. We go to
Very nice.
Homestead a lot. We
Yeah.
do the Keys a lot.
Yeah.
When I plan rides, I like riding out west. Like we like going to Naples and
oh, nice. That's a nice
That's a
ride.
good ride.
yeah. Like I really want to go to Goodland.
Sure.
I haven't planned. I mean, I try to plan it, but then something like the weather sucks,
Yeah.
so we have to
It's
cancel
the
it.
worst
And
summer.
yeah, but we have so sometimes we have such new riders that we try to stay local. So we'll go from either Neverland Cafe or Imperial, at least in Miami, and we'll go down to the Keys.
So how many members are there, for example, in the Miami-Dade sector and in the Broward sector?
Combined in our chat, we have 72 women
Yeah.
that
Wow.
are in our WhatsApp chat.
Wow.
But then active, maybe 20 something.
Probably about 25 that are active a lot.
Yeah.
You know?
When
We-
you say
we
active, you
speak-
mean that ride or just
No,
active?
no, they all,
speak daily.
everybody rides, but
That we speak daily.
that
Oh, okay.
you know that's engaged,
Right.
you know, on the regular.
Okay.
The ones that always show up. You
Sure.
know, you got other people that are like, you know, young families and, you know, different situations. They work on
course.
the weekends and they can't come on the, you know, on the rides, whatever everybody's challenges are. You know, so like I said, you have some people that just come, you know, once or twice, you know, in the winter and then show up, you know, randomly.
Yeah.
But we're always welcoming. Like one of them just popped in the chat. Kara just popped in the chat. And,
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Where you been?
I was like, we were like, welcome, Kara. And she's like, well, I've been here for a while.
She's been there for
I've
like
just
3
been-
years.
I've just been silent. And I'm like, oh, okay.
A fly on the
Can't
wall.
wait to ride with you.
She's in Boca, I think. Though.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. But so, yeah, like I said, there's people that's the thing about us is like whenever you run a ride, we're there, we're welcoming.
Yeah.
You know?
There's silent people, but, you know, and we try to reach out and we're like, hey,
Yeah.
you know, how are you doing?
How are you doing?
Yeah. That's a big thing.
How are
Yeah, it
you
is.
doing?
And I know you guys talk about mental health and stuff like that. I was
Mhm.
going through a rough one a couple years ago with work and stuff. And if it wasn't for this lady, I don't think I'd be here right now. So she sat literally on my couch with me, and you know.
That's so important.
Yeah, because
that's so
when
important.
She texted me and she's like, "Can you come?" And it was night time, and I was like, "Say less, I'll be there."
Yeah,
That's amazing.
that's the thing about Lola. Like she will be there for you 100%. And you know, if it wasn't for the motorcycle community, like I don't think I'd be here.
You would. You're a tough girl.
I'm a tough girl.
I'm glad you know that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we
So-
we all are going
Yeah.
at different phases in our lives.
Yeah.
You know, and so there's always one of us that has been through the thick of things, and will sit with you
Yeah.
in the thick of things. You know,
Yeah.
so it's not just. I mean, yeah, we have a lot of fun. You know, we enjoy.
We
having
have our
fun.
wild rides. We
And
have our
we're
roller
hilarious.
coasters.
And we are
We're women,
hilarious.
you know,
We are hilarious.
we are.
We are so funny, but
Oh my God! If you
our
Yeah.
jokes are the
if
off the
you
chain.
know that meme.
We're so funny.
You know that meme
We
where
are.
where everyone's waiting at the gates of heaven, and you've got the three guys laughing, you know,
Yes.
because that's us. Like, don't let the group chat get out of the chat.
Yeah.
You guys,
What happens in the
guys
chat
would,
stays in
you
the chat.
guys would blush. You guys,
We are a lot of fun, but that's the thing too. Is we'll sit with you in your dark moments too. You
Yeah.
just need to be.
That's
normal.
so important.
That's
Yeah.
important.
I mean-
Everybody needs a support system.
yeah. I mean, as a single mom, my son's all the way in California, you know, and when I went down, it's so scary to find yourself alone, like after an accident, you know, especially when you don't have anybody. I literally was on the phone with my son in California, and if it wasn't for my other co-founder who's busy, she's working today, she's a photographer, and she has an event, but if it wasn't for her and me reaching out to her, like, and her being there in the middle of the night with me until I was okay. I don't know, because I was like, don't tell anybody anything yet. You know, this was pre like all of these apps that you know, like
We
Life
have everybody on
360.
Life 360
Yeah, everyone's
now.
on Life 360. If you get on the bike, you gotta like turn it on. So
Oh, that's actually very smart.
It
Yeah.
gives you a
Can I-
crash detection.
Yeah, can I ask you? So, what exactly happened, accident-wise? Like, how'd you go down? What exactly happened?
So I was coming back from our bike night. Well, Fort Lauderdale has a bike night once a month at Bohemian Latin Grill in Oakland Park.
Mhm.
And I usually take, because right here off of my exit is the express lane off 95. So you know how they shut down the express lanes in the middle of the night sometimes?
Okay.
Okay, so that overpass, I usually take it to be safe because that interchange, that Golden Glade interchange on 95,
Yeah, going on there.
a lot is going on. So I'm coming off the express lane. Everything's getting detoured. The right lane from the turnpike has a bunch of barriers, so they're merging. The left lane on 95 also has barriers. They're merging. So, and there's the curve. Right? There's that little curve after the overpass. You can't see anything until you hit that curve. Well, I turn the curve. I'm decelerating. I'm bringing my downshifting everything.
Yeah.
And I'm turning on that curve, and all of a sudden I see a sea of red taillights.
That's the
Oh,
worst.
man.
She was like,
Oh, God.
And I hadn't decelerated enough, so I panic. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know, that you're just like supposed to tap your front brake
Yeah.
and your back brake, right?
Yeah.
Well, I clutched both because I didn't know what to do, and I fishtailed. But I didn't hit anybody. I went into the emergency lane to wiggle out, right? And I was about to wiggle out. There's a cop car parked.
Oh.
So I said, fuck it. I said, oh shit, and had to lay it down. So I got up.
luckily,
I luckily got up. I was okay. I got up. I had road rash. And this lady comes out of the car, and like this woman just like parked and was like, are you okay? I go, yeah, help me pick up the bike. I'm fine. She's like, no, you're not.
Yeah,
She's like, do you need a
pure
yeah.
adrenaline.
She's like, do you need an ambulance or anything? And I'm like, no. And then she starts asking me questions, and she could see my delayed reactions and my my brain processing, not processing. And she's like, let's call an ambulance. I'm like, you think so?
Oh no. Oh my.
And I'm like sitting here wearing my leather vest and, you know, and whatnot. And so they get me to the emergency room. Thank God it was Jackson North and not Ryder Trauma. And when they pull me in to do the MRI machine, I'm like, hey, you know, they're like, look, you're doing all right. You're doing good. You know, they wanted to take off my vest and they're like, no, don't get her cut. Don't cut her cut. That's like her cut. And I'm like, it's not a cut. It's just a leather vest. It's okay. We don't wear cuts. And they were like, no, you're at the good Jackson. You're at the good Jackson. I go, oh, okay. They're like, the other one is the bad one. You don't want to end up there. So they're like, okay. They were cracking jokes and everything. So
it was scary.
I got out in a few hours.
I think any accident on a motorcycle is it's life changing.
Yeah.
You know, it hits a certain part of your soul that the next time you get on that motorcycle, there's always that hesitation, there's always that fear. But you know, props to you.
Yeah.
You went through what you went through. You still got up and you got back on the bike representing, and that's valid. 100%.
Well, people were like, how'd you get back on the bike? And I'm like, I had to go pick it up before it was like, you know, I got racked up all those bills, you know, for being towed. I was like, who was going to get it for me? Nobody. I got to go get it. So, you know, I have priorities.
Is the bike okay?
Well, that's the first thing. That's the first thing we all do. Is the bike okay? Did I crash into anybody?
Yeah.
You know, did I get a ticket? So, no. And we've had a couple of our girls have really bad crashes where they've had to induce their comas.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this is a good segue, right? We're about to go do Survive the Ride.
Yeah.
We're going to be joining Dr. Byers today. Besides the obvious, but why is it important for the Litas group to lead the charge in something like this for rider education and trauma prevention?
Well, as we'll learn in the training, so many of the injuries that happen when somebody is on a motorcycle and involved in a crash, many times deaths can be avoided. Mm-hmm. And so if somebody, arrives on the scene and has some training, and, you know, we just can't overestimate enough how important that is to know what to do. Like I just saw a social media post and, you know, guys were riding and some guy crashed. They got him up and put him on the back of another bike.
God, no.
And
I saw that.
Yeah, and I'm thinking,
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
I
you
saw that.
you saw that,
You're not
right?
supposed to move anybody ever.
I was like, please take the Survive the Ride training this weekend. It's free. You know, it's free. So it's to Dr. Byers' credit that she, you know, she'll go, you know, we're going to try to organize one, the Litas in Boynton, for them so that they can, you know, they don't have to go all the way down. But she reached out to me and asked if we would be interested in doing it. And I'm like, oh my God, yes. So, you know, most all of our Litas have been trained, but it's really for everybody. It's the whole motorcycle community and people who love bikers. You know, you don't have to ride necessarily, because if you come across somebody on the road that just had an accident, you know, you could be equipped to help.
Yeah.
And so, you know, the training itself is, you know, this is probably my third or fourth time doing it, but I want to do it as many times as I can because I want that muscle memory to know exactly.
You want it to be second nature.
Second nature. So I don't care if people have already taken it, come take it again. Let's do it
Right.
again and spread the word, because the more of us that know how to help, how to stop an injury from bleeding out is so important. Or when and how to safely remove a helmet if somebody has a neck injury, how to open their passageway if they can't breathe. Like, these are all really important things that can be done while you're waiting for help to arrive. So it's really important for us, and you know, we want to spread the word. We want as many people to be trained as possible, and Dr. Byers is willing to do it. And she brings residents from the trauma center that help. That's great training.
That's fantastic. Do you know if they're riders themselves?
I do not know if they're riders themselves. I don't think Dr. Byers is. I have to ask her today. Yeah, I have to ask her today.
Awesome. So at Helmets Off, we're all about the modern warrior. We talk about, you know, our challenges of today, where we balance the grind with the ride. We have Vtwin Skinz, that's my company. If you were not familiar with the company, we're a very humble, small operation, and we do custom paint protection film. I do motorcycles, cars, trucks, you name it. And then Throttle Therapy Project, he does everything from, you know, mental mindset and men's in general, men's health, because there's like a stigma, you know, of us not talking to each other as men, and I'm completely against it. So is he. So we're doing this as a vehicle for people to speak. But outside of that, how can our projects, collaborative businesses, and platforms, because we're on social, we're on YouTube, how can we help support the Litas more? How can we get involved with what you guys do? Obviously, we're going to your event today, but outside of that, what can we do?
I mean, sharing the word.
Yeah.
Spread the word.
Spreading the word about us, because, you know, there's a lot of people, if you have a reach, you know, we want really cool women to ride with us.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
you know, like just spreading the word, let them know we're here and we're a very supportive community. And we ride with everyone. You know, we enjoy meeting new people and going on rides. But when you mentioned men's mental health,
Yes.
I
Distinguished
did.
gentleman.
Yeah, I did want to mention that we participate every year in the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride.
Oh yes.
And
We've been doing it the last 4 years.
Yeah, every year. So we raise money for
Sure.
men's mental health and prostate cancer prevention. So it's
Sure.
kind of a combined mission there.
That's
And
coming
so so
It's
we'll be
coming up now,
riding.
right?
I hope
Yes.
you guys will be riding.
Oh no, we
Yeah.
will. We will. We're gonna see how far we can get with
Do you
the
guys
distinguished gentlemen.
have your page? You ask for donations?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the whole purpose
Yeah,
behind it.
yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have that yet. We can definitely set something up like that.
I actually-
we
I
want
have-
to get
Yeah.
involved with as many,
Yeah.
you know, for that link to our common purposes, of
Yeah.
course.
I have my distinguished gentleman's page, but we should do one under helmets
Or
off.
helmets off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
We do
Yes.
one for the
should.
Litas, and then we make a
Yeah.
team, and we always do
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
one.
Awesome.
our team.
That's
Yeah.
a fantastic idea.
Yeah, that's a great.
Yeah,
idea.
because
100%.
we want our men to know that we support them.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is important. Men's mental health is important.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. It's important to us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, ever since we started this, we've had I've had even I think Alfred as well too, just random communication of guys just venting
Mhm.
out of nowhere. You know, I had one of the riders that we ride with the other day just started venting about, just complaining about his particular situation, and I was reading it, and then it just kind of hit me. I said, "This guy's venting. He's like, he's talking about his life and
Yeah.
his situation," and that was just, you know, that was actually an amazing moment because I wasn't expecting it. Came out of nowhere, and then I just realized, well, we're doing something positive. The other day, we went to a ride in, what was it? Tacos and Tattoos. And then people were just coming up to us.
Oh.
Like, hey, you know, we see what you guys are doing. Like, this is awesome. And well, we heard you got a podcast. And, you know, and it was him and I felt like, wow, we're getting out there. You know, we're just two dudes putting together a podcast, talking about whatever it is that we talk about.
Yeah.
In reality, we're just inventing as we go kind of situation. But it's really making a mark. Just the fact that we were able to sit with you guys communicated with us, and you know, you guys are a global brand as well too. So it's an honor to be sitting with you. It was nice to be able to, you know, share male and female views as well too, because I think we're all in it together.
Yeah.
And I think that maybe we cleared some things out in that stigma of like, you know, man and brother and then female, and you know, it's like the women don't know. No, I think it's just at the end of the day, it's all about the love for the machine itself,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
and then just the ability to get up and get on it, and whatever you drop your bike, let's keep on going type situation.
Mhm.
It's a story. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's
You know,
story.
and you have a hell of a story. Just the fact that you even dropped the bike like that, and the accident you went through, you have more story than most dudes, right?
Yeah.
So I can you know, hats off to you guys, 100%.
Helmets off.
Helmets off.
Helmets.
Yeah.
That was
branding.
clever, brother. Surviving. I mean, I have a very good buddy of mine that we ride with, and he survived a really bad, head injury on a motorcycle himself. He's all scarred up. The guy's amazing, and he jumps on a bike every day. He rides more than I do, and I wish I could ride as much as he could, and he's a survivor as well. So, injuries happen, accidents are going to continue to happen. I think education and awareness of what we need to be looking out for as riders. We've been riding forever. I've been riding over 30 years. He's been riding since he could barely walk. But a lot of people are just starting out. When I was first starting out, there was nowhere that I could go and go, hey, what should I do when this kind of thing happens? It didn't exist.
And that's the thing. That's the thing with women. And I've noticed, women are very new.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the women that I'm meeting are very new to the biker community. And it, because of that, they don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. We definitely encourage going to either MTII for training and getting your endorsement, or the Harley course for sure. That's the first thing we say. Yes,
absolutely.
You can ride with us, but we encourage you to take this class.
100%.
And then from there, like, I know I ride sometimes with the stilettos, and they do slow skills courses and stuff like that. Sometimes we encourage the girls to go around the neighborhood so they get used to it.
We'll ride the neighborhood with you, just going slow.
Yeah, and then, you want to get on the highway, we'll go somewhere close, but, slowly. So that's the thing. It's like, you guys, every time I meet a guy, we've been riding forever. And I'm like, well, the women, so we're still, and it, even like if I see a woman on the road or a guy on the road, we adopt a biker,
We adopt them.
If we're in the car or even on the bike, like, we try to go next to them.
For people in the audience that have never heard of Adopt a Biker, can you share what that is?
Yes. Adopt a biker is basically if you're in a car or, a big vehicle and you see a biker, usually keep a good distance between you and them, but it's like you're their blocker. You're their blocker, and you go behind them so that other cars won't get in front of them and hit them. So it's like you're babysitting them.
That's good.
And they don't
You're
know
accompanying.
it.
You're accompanying them.
Yeah.
The guardian angel.
You're their
Yeah.
guardian
People in
angel.
Miami, they
Yeah.
need to adapt to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because just driving here alone, like, just cars are just like, and like, if you're not even there,
Yeah.
if you had,
Or they're
Some
on their
bikers are like that too. When I adopt them, I'm like, I
Yeah.
can't keep up.
Or they're on their
I had a
phone, or-
motorman just like literally zipped by me, like,
Yeah.
he kind of
Yeah.
startled me. The motorman startled me. And then he was like, all you need to do is like, hey, what's up,
Yeah.
We're getting close to that
Yeah,
9:30
we're
mark.
about that time, right?
Any closing remarks, I guess, for our audience? Anything you want to share about yourselves, your group, before we head off to our event over at Survive the Ride?
Just reach out to us.
Yeah.
Instagram is probably the easiest, most active way to find us.
Yeah.
But wherever anybody is, if they go to the collective, to the Litas website, there's a link to an app called The Collective. And in that app, you can find branches all over the world. You can connect with them and meet up, organize things. And so wherever you are, there should be a Litas branch close to you. And if there's not, start one.
Yeah.
Start one.
There you go.
It takes 3 volunteers to get together. And if it's just the 3 of you, that's how we started. There was just three of us.
We always say if there's 2 of us together somewhere, it's a Litas event.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. And and the other thing too, you mentioned riding with the different groups and stuff.
Yeah.
That was really important for us in the beginning too, because I hadn't ridden in big groups. And riding with 2020 riders, I really learned how to ride. I mean, of course, I did all my research too, stagger,
Yeah.
but I knew what to do. But watching and learning and being included was really important. Like it was a good lesson to me.
Sure.
And doing the safety checks, to doing, the all of it. So, if you're too nervous to join other people's rides, reach out to us and ride with us. Because,
Right.
like I said, we'll ride to whatever level people.
And that's very important because even being a seasoned rider, I won't ride with just anybody because people are very reckless.
Yeah.
And if I see right away that there's a group and they're not riding staggered and they don't respect, the safety factor of all the riders, I will ride.
Yes.
I'll go on my own. At the moment that we ride in a group of guys, and some of the guys that are the main guys for the group, they're very persistent on the whole staggered movement and just riding. And I respect that. And that non-carelessness, everyone riding.
And with the new laws, you have to be.
Yeah, no, 100%.
There's like new laws now.
But it's all about safety. We all want to I want to ride, enjoy, and I want to go home.
Yeah.
That's it.
We also ride with the ladies' ride. Shout out to the ladies' ride.
In Fort Lauderdale.
They're Broward. Oh, really, Broward. But they do rides. We're doing it once a month, but now it's every few months, and it's just girls from all over.
Yeah. That group has stunters and a lot of sport bikes.
Yeah, they're a lot.
You have Robin
Girls
stunts.
they're stunt bikers, so
Yeah.
they're wheeling down the road. They're badass. They are badass girls. They do, So they're a lot of fun. Again, it's a lot of sport bikes in that group, but always open and just a different vibe.
Mhm.
But so they have a ride coming up too.
Yeah. Also, we have International Female Ride Day, which is
The second?
this May 2nd. Yeah. Morelli's Lasso from Riding South Florida and Stilettos. She's in charge
organizes
of that and organizing that. That's going to be a beautiful event.
That's every year. It's like
They're starting.
Is it like the 25th or
Yeah.
something?
Do that,
The
right?
25th anniversary, or I can't
I
remember.
don't know. But they're starting at Alligator Alley, and then with breakfast, and we're going to have a big event there, and then riding down all the way down to Cafe 27 and having a good time there.
Fun.
Yeah, and they have stalkers. We have Litos.
Our Litos.
Our Litos are our men, and then the stalkers are for the stilettos. The stalkers are their men.
That's great.
So, yes.
That's great. I like that.
So-
Wordplay. I like the wordplay.
I had some guys the other day were like, we could be your chavalitos. And I'm like, oh, that's so cute.
That is
like,
cute.
chavalitos is super
Chavalitos.
cute.
We make them carry our stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of them ride sportsters and stuff like that. Just put your stuff in our
That's awesome.
in our bags. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Did you want to do a little sign off here, or you want me to do one thing?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
Let me just move this
Do
over
your
real
thing.
quick.
Sure.
All right.
Sponsor, brother.
Yes.
Sponsored by.
Sponsored by every brother out there.
Every brother
And your new sisters.
And the sister. All right, guys. So if you want to see the Litas group in action or learn how to protect your ride, head on over to Vtwin Skinz. Again, guys, it's paint protection film for your motorcycle, your car and truck. This show has been brought to you by Throttle Therapy Project, of course, Vtwin Skinz. Don't forget to subscribe, Helmets Off Miami on YouTube, and follow the journey on Instagram, Helmets Off Podcast. And up next, guys, we got the Survive the Ride training. See you there.
Let's do it.
All
right.
And break.
Awesome. did it, man. You did it.
When you got a team like this, you only do one thing. That's create fucking greatness.
We're keeping it real. We want to keep it local. If you've got a business that fuels a lifestyle or a journey that forges warriors, let's talk.
Guys, sponsorship slots and guest chairs are open for those who live the grind. Shoot us a message, the helmet's off, and the door's open. Thanks a lot.